Welcome back, everybody. Yesterday, the log cabin in Holyoke was transformed into a bacon lover's paradise for the annual Bacon and Brews Fest. The menu featured everything from bacon ranch, pergolas, and scallops with a sriracha glaze to more adventurous bites like bacon stuffed mushrooms. Local businesses like Curry Hyundai and Dave Miner Homes Improvements teamed up with Rock 102 to bring the community together for a night of classic rock and heavy-duty comfort food. But the real talk of the night, that had to be the dessert bar, with sweets like bacon peanut butter brownies, bacon cannolis, and even chocolate-covered donuts topped with, you guessed it, more bacon. Liam, are you a bacon person?
I do like bacon, yeah. I don't think I wouldn't say I've tried all those different types of items with bacon on it, but